MIAC football, a rivalry showdown and the stories behind the stats. The Minnesota Intercollegiate Athletic Conference MIAC football season is heating up, and this Saturday's matchups promise nothing short of thrilling action. But here's where it gets controversial. The rivalry between number 11-12 Bethel and number 4 St. John's isn't just about rankings, it's about dominance. These two powerhouses have claimed every MIAC football title in the last 6 complete seasons, and their combined 10 NCAA playoff berths since 2018 speak volumes. But is this rivalry overshadowing the rest of the league? And this is the part most people miss. Why Bethel and St. John's battle for supremacy, other teams are quietly making waves, like St. Scholastica's Jevon Williams, who leads all divisions in all-purpose yards per game. Could this be the year an underdog steals the spotlight? Week 5 kicks off at noon with Augsburg hosting St. Olaf in Minneapolis, followed by a 1 p.m. quadruple header. Carleton at Gustavus, St. Scholastica at Concordia, and the highly anticipated St. John's at Bethel. The weekend wraps up at 7 p.m. with the Snelling Avenue rivalry between Hamline and McAllister, where the Paint Bucket Trophy is on the line. But let's not forget the individual stories that make this season unforgettable. Stat Pack Spotlight, the latest MIAC football stat pack, available here. https://miacftp.sidearmsports.com/custom pages/football/2025/MIAC football stat pack dives deep into the numbers. But what's truly remarkable are the human stories behind them. Take Carleton's Tyler Diamond, for instance, who averaged 142.3 receiving yards per game, 7th best in NCAA Division III. Or Bethel's Phil Conant, whose 4.0 sacks against Hamline tied for the 3rd most in a single Division III game this season. These aren't just stats, they're testaments to hard work and resilience. In the polls, St. John's sits comfortably at number 4 in the D3Football.com Top 25 poll, while Bethel trails at number 12. But rankings can be deceiving. Bethel's Zach Bankston, one of 15 Division III kickers with a perfect field goal percentage, proves that perfection isn't just for the top-ranked teams. The next polls, slated for October 5th and 6th, could shake things up. But will they reflect the true grit of these players? National notables. Former St. John's wide receiver Blake Elliott is set to be inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame, a well-deserved honor. Meanwhile, Carleton's Tyler Diamond and St. John's Joey Gendro were named to D3Football.com's Team of the Week for their Week 4 performances. But here's a thought-provoking question. Are we celebrating these achievements enough? Or are they lost in the shadow of bigger names? Controversial counterpoint. While Bethel's Eli Nowaki's 80-yard punt against Hamline tied for the 4th longest this year, it's worth asking, are special teams players getting the recognition they deserve? Nowaki's average of 57.3 yards per punt against the Pipers is the best in Division III this season. Yet special teams often take a back seat in the spotlight. Shouldn't we be talking more about these unsung heroes? Around the MIAC, Augsburg's Tyrone Wilson bounced back from a slow start, hauling in 19 balls for 251 yards over the last 2 games. Bethel's Tay Mans, a first-year running back, averaged 11.9 yards per carry in their victory over Hamline. But the most inspiring story? Carleton's Jack Curtis, who revealed his battle with late-stage 2 Hodgkin's lymphoma while leading the Knights in passing yardage. His courage on and off the field is a reminder that football is more than just a game. Final thoughts. As we gear up for Week 5, let's not just focus on the scores. Let's celebrate the players, their stories, and the resilience that defines them. But here's a question to ponder. In a league dominated by a few powerhouses, are we doing enough to highlight the achievements of every team and player? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going.